YouTube started, and I would have the chat. Or just start. There you go. Into the Derbyverse live stream.
Yeah. I know. Well, we've got pop-ups that are just killing us here. Look at this. Oh, that's right. Camera. Okay, because it's being used by another application.
Right.
Yeah, the other application. Oh, you gave it a name before, right?
Yeah. But we're already.
We are.
Yeah, so that's good.
I don't know why. What are you doing? Why are we having problems? That is really bright.
Okay.
And you're shot, am I?
No.
Yeah, tiny little shoulders and big old head I got.
It's like, do you see it? No, we're here. Okay, good. It's fine. All right, let's go ahead and get it started. Right, 6:01. 6:01, and then we go live.
Okay, that sounds good too.
Good. Cool. Push the button. Starting live video. All right. It is, what is it? It is something. Let's see what we got. All right. Well, as you guys can see, we are back in the CJ Watson studios here in wonderful Lancaster, California. All right. Just waiting for a couple more people to get back on, see what we've got going on, and we'll get this underway. So I hope everybody's having a good day. Beautiful day outside. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, not as cold as the last couple
No. Then all of a sudden we're supposed to be going back to like
to
90s.
80s.
Yeah,
Back
80s.
to the 80s.
Back to the 80s. Oh my gosh. I'd love that. That'd be great.
So, what's been going on since you've been away? I know you've been streaming, but I'm really kind of horrible about listening. I pop in to check. I check your quality. I check that you're actually doing
You're
it.
like,
And then
he's still alive.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this started. We're just looking around, making sure we got it going on. All right. Again, my name is Big Poppa. This is Into the Derbyverse. It is Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Daylight Time, right? Standard Time, Daylight Time, Standard Time. Because
if Trump does anything,
whatever it is,
nonsense
it's 6 o'clock somewhere, okay? And it happens to be here. My name is Big Poppa. That's CJ Watson behind the camera, and this is Into the Derbyverse. Here at Into the Derbyverse, we cover everything in kind of the Southern California area and beyond when it comes to roller derby. That's both WFTDA, MRDA, JRDA, EDA, IA, EIO. Man, we got so many letters, it's pathetic, you know? But we cover derby. You know, that's what we do. Again, my name is Big Poppa. If we haven't met, I am an announcer and an NSO, non-skating official, with roller derby. I've been doing this for 7 years, so season number 7 already. So we cover things that happen on the weekend and also everything coming up. So let's talk about this. If you haven't been around, we have been doing remotely. So basically, typically when we're at the CJ Watson studios, we have 3 cameras going on.
My studio is here whenever I do the Desperate Mother stuff.
Yeah.
The studio has the loving name of The Womb.
The Womb. Oh, for the Desperate Mothers,
Yes.
The Womb. So, yeah. But, CJ, if you ever want to take a look at some of his stuff, he does The Blender Guys. He also does Desperate Mothers podcast. So he talks about pulp culture, everything else going on. So be sure to check him out, help and support him. Check out, The Blender Guys. You got to watch some of the blenders, some of the stunts that he does. It's amazing. I think the most dangerous one he's done happens to be the porgs.
It did catch fire.
Yeah, it did catch fire. Yeah, so he basically puts a porg, a little Star Wars porg, animatronic into a blender and turns it on. Yeah, he turned it on. Crazy. I think the most creepy one when you put the elf and the shelf in the blender. that was creepy. But we digress. So, but typically we do here, and then we broadcast both out on. Do a live broadcast out on YouTube and also our Facebook page. So that's why if you're watching us on Facebook, I kind of tend to look away and it seems a little dreamy, but at least we can do it that way so we can, try to get everybody. But if you are...
The Facebook likes.
Huh?
The Facebook likes it that way.
Yes, Facebook likes it that way. Yeah, they want separate stuff. But shh, don't tell them. But speaking of likes, if you are watching us, please give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you can hear us and stuff. Where you are watching us from, we appreciate that. That's always helpful. And also, please check. Leave a comment, leave a question that you have in the back. We always follow up on it. But the last couple 4 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks, 4 weeks. It's been a while. That's actually been broadcasting remotely, basically out in my house. So we can only do Facebook out there, so just a single camera and stuff. But we're back. So lots of stuff going on in the Derby, in the Derbyverse. You've got a lot of tournaments coming up. You've got rankings coming up. So it's been crazy. So roller derby is in full swing. Talk about what's happening last week and the week before. Yes.
I noticed you're wearing a shirt.
Yes.
Whose shirt are you wearing?
This happens to be Paradise Roller Girls. That is my favorite Hawaiian team. They are actually out on the Big Island, out on Hilo. I met them at Dust Bowl a couple years ago. But you like that? That's nice.
Yeah.
Better yet, I like the back. Nice, big print on the back. So.
There you go. You want a shout out on the show?
Yes. But all you have to do, it only cost you a t-shirt. So, but just a shout out to the Paradise Roller Girls. They've been working really hard and doing really good. So a shout out to Anita Whiskey out there and Chewbacca Whiskey, the Whiskey family. So, give them a shout out. So kind of miss them. So give them some love. So yeah, just a lot going on. Some reason last week, everybody decides, hey, let's play all roller derby that we can on the 27th of April. So that was crazy. So let's talk about this. We're going to go ahead and start with Renegades. You had the LA Renegade Roller Girls. They were taking on Rebeltown. And also you had the Black and Blue Renegade bout for LA Renegades. So basically LA Renegades, they skate, if you're not familiar with them, they skate both WFTDA rule set and also Renegade rule set. So on Saturday they had the Revengers, that's their Marvel theme, and that was the LA Renegade Roller Girls taking on Rebeltown. Now the LA Renegade Roller Girls, their team was Renegade Rising. That's their not their travel team but their B team. They were playing the Rebeltown Rollers. And that was at Taylor Russell Park there in Glendora, on Glendora Avenue in Covina. So the Renegade Roller Girls are back in their hometown of Covina. So take a look at that. Now, first up was the Renegade Rising taking on Rebeltown, again, WFTDA, and it was the LA Renegade Rising taking the win on that one. That was 182 to 103 in favor of in favor of the Renegade Rising. So shout out to them. But also, you did have some really good action there going on. Then the next bout was the WFTDA bout. Now my brain is just gone. Brain's gone. I need a haircut. It's rough. It's rough in the life of Big Poppa today. So basically, with the Renegades, they went back to their Black and Blue bout. It was the Blacks that took the win earlier in the season. Now it was the Black Widows in the black taking on the Captain Marvels, which are blue, and it was the Black Widows taking the win. So they are sitting at 2-0 right now for the season. So it'd be interesting to see if the blue can come through. If not, they get swept and stuff. So, but it was really good to see that going on. Continuing on with Renegades, it was the Make Renegades Skate Again. That was hosted by the Outlaw Renegade Roller Girls. That was down there in Garden Grove on Saturday. And it was the Renegade Roller Girls of San Diego, they ended up with 135, and the Outlaws ended up with 159. So the Outlaws took the win on that. So kudos out to the Outlaws on that. Again, new logo for them. So that was really, really great to see that. Also, going back to the previous bout with the LA Renegade Roller Girls and Rebeltown, I actually do have the MVPs. For the Rebeltown, the blocker was Alaska. That was the most valuable blocker. And it was, for the Rising, it was Brat Von D, which was the blocker. Best jammer was Ghoulish Mortal for Rebeltown and Penetration for the Rising. Then on the MVP overall, that was Medieval for Rebeltown. I've seen Medieval play over in Thanks Scrimmage before, and it was great to see her play. And then on the Rising side, it was I had practiced this name over and over, and I got it down because,
Lucy name?
It's that Lucy name. It's Vita Beta Vixen. Vita Beta Vixen. Vita Beta Vixen. We're just going to leave it just at that. Vita Beta Vixen. Oh, brother. Okay. Continuing on. It is crazy over here. Continuing on, Winetown, Saturday morning, they went ahead and took on San Diego Roller Derby over there in Margarita Park in Temecula. And it was Winetown taking the win at 182 to San Diego Roller Derby at 138. So congrats over to Winetown. Switching over to Orange County Derby had a doubleheader. The first bout was Orange County. They were taking on Badfish Roller Derby, and Orange County took the win on that one. The second bout happened to be both teams from Chorizo and Eggs. They battled it out, and it was Team Black who were your winners. So take a look at that. Now, if you're not familiar with Chorizo and Eggs is a co-ed team that skates in Southern California. I think they've been up for quite a number of years. Just a bad hair day. I don't understand. Just a bad hair day. So again, got that going on. Then if you go over to Victorville on Saturday, it was the season opener for the Victorville Roller Derby. They were taking on Infinity Roller Derby over there at the Holiday Skating Center in Victorville. It was Infinity Roller Derby taking the win, 178 to 112. For Victor Valley. So again, shout out to Infinity Roller Derby out there. Again, the winners, 178 to 112. Now, Saturday was really exciting too over in Corona for actually the IE Derby Devils. Derby Devils. Seriously, I don't know. My brain just doesn't work. Let's try this again. Inland Empire Derby Divas. They were actually, that was their first sanctioned game. If you don't remember, earlier in the year, you had about 25 teams, 42 teams that became sanctioned full members because WFTDA did away with the apprentice leagues, and they became full-fledged members. So this was their first WFTDA sanctioned game, and it was against the Ventura County Derby Darlings out of Camarillo, and it was a very close game. Derby Divas took the early lead, kept most of the lead to the end, but I guess towards that second half of the second period, Ventura County Derby Darlings just turned it on, but it was the IE Derby Divas who came out victorious, 138 to 133. So a big shout out to IE Derby Divas for that. Did hear that the MVP for the Derby Divas was our very own Gladiator. Give her a shout out for that. So that was wonderful to see. I happened to be over at Ventura at the West Coast Derby Knockouts, their season opener. That was over at the Skating Plus there on Mesa Verde Avenue in Ventura. It was the doubleheader. Juniors were up first, and then it was the adults. So up first, the juniors, it was California Mayhem taking on the West Coast Junior Knockouts. Now, California Mayhem plays in the open division of JRDA, and West Coast actually plays both divisions, open and female. So they were playing in the open division on this one. Halftime score was 55-62 in favor of West Coast Junior Knockouts. This was a close game, serious close game. There was lead changes back and forth, but the lead never got more than 10 points, seriously. So that's going into halftime. The final was West Coast Junior Knockouts 143 and California Mayhem at 137. Very close game. Actually came to the last couple of jams on this one to determine the winner. A couple shout outs. I want to say the Big Poppa player of the day on that one happened to be number 111, Party Crasher. You've heard of me talk about Party Crasher before and how solid of a blocker she is. I think she can come up with her own security force, and I would hire her. But she did something interesting. She has been practicing a lot to improve her skills and actually become a jammer. So on this game, she was both blocking and jamming. And I'm going to tell you, I was blown away by her skills. That was really good. She, practice really paid off for her. So, kudos out to her. So give her a shout out. But I really have to say the MVP, the most valuable player overall, in my opinion, was actually number 7, Bruiser. Bruiser's a jammer. Bruiser's a blocker. She is just crazy skills on that one. So give her a shout out too. Then at the second game of the night, that was going to be the West Coast Derby Knockouts taking on Central Coast Roller Derby. Again, as the first game was very close, this second game was even closer. It was crazy. At halftime, West Coast Derby Knockouts 67, Central Coast Roller Derby is at 64. That's how close it was. If you're not familiar with Central Coast, they play out of San Luis Obispo, so just basically up the road from Ventura. And it came down to the wire. At the end, West Coast took the win at 144 to Central Coast Roller Derby at 124. Again, 20 points separating these teams. And we know 20 points, 30 points, 40 points, still a close game, because you can easily do 20 points, 25 points in a power jam. So good job over there for both of them. Unfortunately, early in the game, Pinball did get hurt from Central Coast. So we are just giving a shout out to her, wishing her a speedy recovery. I believe she twisted her ankle or had some ankle problems there. But again, whatever that situation is, we do wish her a speedy recovery. Then you had the Krakens of SoCal Roller Derby. They were actually participating in the Melee in the Mountains tournament. This was a tournament up in Eagle, Colorado. The Krakens came in and represented SoCal very well. They won their games and took home the championships. So they are now the reigning champions of Melee in the Mountains. So that's really great to see. So what's coming up this week? A lot. You see what happened over last week. So this week is kind of crazy too. So starting on Friday, you have the Big O tournament up in Eugene, Oregon. You've got the WFTDA teams. You have the MRDA teams. You've got the juniors, the JRDA teams playing. You've got 3 tracks, 3 days of derby action. They've got they're going to be streaming it. You've got a watch party out there. I think the pass is like $30 for the entire weekend, and that's a good deal because you get to see all 3 tracks. You get to see all the archived footage and live footage there, so that's great. They've got great teams. For the WFTDA teams, they've got Boston Roller Derby, Copenhagen, Denver, Dock City, Evil, Emerald City, Gorge, not George. Gorge. George had to stay home. So it's Gorge, Jet City, Montreal, Palouse River, Rollers, Red Stick, Rose City, Sacramento, Sonoma County, Sailor City, V-Town, and Wasatch. So you've got 3, 9, and 1 going to be there as far as rankings. Over on the men's side, you have Chinook City, Denver Ground Control, California's own Golden State Heat, Penn Jersey, Portland's Men, Puget Sound, San Diego Aftershocks, they're out there. Vancouver Murder, they're playing. You'll be able to see Mr. Testosterone jamming again. And then Baja California, they're coming up with Wheels of Mayhem. If you've ever seen these guys, Wheels of Mayhem, amazing team. I've seen them 2 or 3 times, and every time I've seen them, they're just fargin' amazing. Then on JRDA is going to be crazy. You've got Los Anarchists, Pile of Bones, Pixies, Rose City, Santa Cruz, and Seattle Derby Brats. So let's talk about that. Santa Cruz number 1, Seattle Derby number 2, Los Anarchists number 3. Just crazy. What other things that they've done, what I really like about the Big O tournament is they've actually got little Facebooks. If you play on Facebook and stuff, you've got those little portraits covers for it. They've got them that are, I'm watching the Big O tournament, I'm playing, I'm going to, I'm volunteering, so that's always cool. That's a great thing. Continuing on Saturday, May 4th, San Fernando Valley Roller Derby. They're doing a doubleheader. First whistle is at 6:30. At 6:30, it's going to be the Wipeouts of San Fernando Valley taking on North County Derby Alliance. That's always a good match. And then 8 o'clock is the home teams. It's going to be the Reseda Wreckers taking on the Topanga Mallrats. So if you're not familiar with San Fernando, they got four home teams. You've got Reseda Wreckers, Topanga Mallrats, Van Nuys Valkyries, and the Balboa Bandits. So that's always good. Then, if not doing anything, Cinco de Mayo, Saturday, May 5th is the Battle of the Inland Empire United. It's going to be game day number 2, dos. It's going to be at the Summer Roller Hockey Rink. That's going to be at 15556 Summit Avenue in Fontana. Now, doors open at 10 a.m. First whistle is at 10:30. I'm going to be announcing along with Erlich von Hertem and also Gladiator. So be sure to check that out. I'm looking at that. Yes.
I really hope you do a live stream from there before you're announcing.
Yes, we will be doing a live stream before we announce to talk about the rankings so far, also to talk about where everybody's standing. So if you're not familiar, Battle of the Inland Empire United is basically going to be a way the teams that are playing in the tournament, the Battle of the Inland Empire tournament, is to rank. It's going to make it easier for them to rank and basically seed. So they'll play these games. They've got every other month they play a game. You'll have, I think everybody plays like 5 games, and they'll do the win-loss ratio, then probably, I believe, it's point differential, and then that's going to be able to rank everybody. So you'll be able to...
You know, this sounds like it's perfect for Instagram stories, for where you just fire up the Instagram when you're there and give a quick thought, 30 seconds, a minute. Boom. Man, if you subscribe to Big Poppa's Instagram, you're going to be in for a treat. I push you so hard to
my
do
gosh,
good.
this guy's crazy. I love him because he's always pushing me. So, hey, let's see if we can do that. You know, check out Instagram over the weekend. But
I will have my notifications.
Your notifications, your notifications,
my notifications.
Your
I will
notifications.
notify myself that you were there. And then if I don't see anything pop up on the gram, I'm gonna
you're gonna be texting me.
I'm gonna be like mad text.
Guacamole, I know you're watching. Help me, sir.
It's gonna be like Donald
see what I got put up with.
Potty,
you see what I got put up with.
I'm
You know, help.
that.
All right, getting back. So that's, again, doors open up at 10. First whistle is at 10:30. Now, it's $12 at the door, but $12, that's 3 bouts. You've
13
got...
if you tell them Big Poppa.
Starting at 10:30, you've got Victor Valley Roller Derby. They're going to be taking on Hard. And then at 12:15, you got Prison City Derby Dames taking on Coachella Valley Roller Girls. And 2 o'clock, it's going to be the Rough Diamond Rebels taking on Hard. So that'll be actually great to take a look at. But speaking of which, Rough Diamond Rebels, if you are in the Antelope Valley area, that's Palmdale, Lancaster area, Rough Diamond Rebels are coming up. They're going to be playing Wasteland Roller Derby on May 18th. So be sure to check that Wasteland Roller Derby Facebook page for the events and stuff like that. So be there announcing, so that'll be great to see. Again, Rough Diamond Rebels taking on Hard. Again, this is Sunday, May 5th. Now, going on to Saturday, May 11th, that's going to be the following. You've got Roller Derby Spring Doubleheader hosted by Angel City Derby. Now, that's going to be at the City of Culver City Veterans Memorial Auditorium. Try to say that 3 times fast. The City of Culver City Veterans. And it's going to be Angel City Road Ragers taking on Winetown Grapes of Wrath. And then you've got Angel City Sure Shots taking on Winetown Winemakers. Now, doors open up at 5:30 p.m. with the first whistle being at 6:30. So be sure to check that out. Saturday, May 11th, you've got Badfish Roller Derby. They're going to be taking on the Vixens of Inland Empire Derby Divas. That is hosted by Badfish at Arnold Cypress Park. Again, Saturday, May 11th. That's going to be doors open at 6 p.m. First whistle at 7 p.m. It is $8 online and $12 cash at the door. Now, kids 10 and under are free, so be sure to check that out. That'll be great. I will be in attendance on that. But let's speak of this really quick. Sunday, May 12th, Wicked Skatewear Roller Derby has their Wicked Skatewear Roller Derby Rec League. That's going to be at Anarchy Hall. If you're not familiar with Anarchy Hall, great facility. Great facility. That's at 8990 Claybeck Avenue in Sun Valley. Now, this is a fun and instructive recreational roller derby league for ages 5 through 17, and it's for all genders. This is a great thing to go to. Be sure to go out to that Facebook page of Wicked Skatewear and also check out Anarchy Hall, Los Anarchists, to check that out. Again, that's going to be Sunday, May 12th, at 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. So that'll be great. So that's a lot going on. This is all the Derby. There's a lot. But again, just great things going on. A lot of Derby. We're all back up in action, ready to go. There is a couple of things I wanted to talk about before we wrap up tonight. First thing I really want to talk about is, our major thing here is to promote fans, to get more seats to go see, more people to go see our roller derby and stuff. And that's always a great thing to see and always a great thing to do. So we kind of try to promote that as much as possible. So if you have something, an event that you have gone to, post those pictures up on our Facebook page. Or if there's an event you want us to cover, or maybe an event that you want us to come to, and talk about. Let us know. Put those comments in below, and we can take a look at that and stuff. Next week, we'll actually have a interview. We'll have a mail interview via the email. Not interviewing a Mel, but yeah, we actually are interviewing a Mel. We're actually interviewing Piggy Fatness. He is one of the roller derby announcers in Texas, and he goes all over the place. So we got a little interview with him going on, but a few things that we want to talk about. First of all, sportsmanship. Don't care what gender you are. As far as you always have to act respectful. I was at an event, and the coach of the team of a team was very disrespectful to the referees. Can't have that happen. I know you may not agree with the calls and stuff, but we all are in this sport together. We all are doing the same thing together, and we do this sport because we love it. So always treat each other with respect. Follow that golden rule. Treat others as you wish to be treated yourself. So just to give us a reminder, because we know that there's a lot of derby going on and there's a lot of action going on. We may get a little tense, a little upset, but just remember where we're at and why we're doing it. We're doing it for the love. And so just keep yourself in check. I have to keep myself in check at times also. So that's always a good thing. Again, bring out that respect, bring out that just respect, be polite, be kind, courteous. I think courtesy is what I'm looking at. So just to be sure to check that out.
You know what I like to do? Because you can't always control how everybody interacts with everybody else. Mm-hmm. You just can't.
Yeah.
Right? If you see somebody on the wrong end of that,
mm-hmm.
right? Just step up and tell them you appreciate all the work they do, even if they made a mistake, even if, whatever. If somebody's taking one for the team because somebody else is hot under the collar, just let that person know that you appreciate their time.
Yeah.
It goes a long way, especially after somebody just got maybe unfairly dressed down by somebody, maybe fairly dressed down by somebody.
But still, just to let them know that, hey, we're in it together. That's always there.
It goes a long way when
just that little gesture. Just a little thanks, a little gesture. Hey, appreciate the work you do. I appreciate what you do. So that's always a good thing. The other thing too is I want to give a shout out to Wicked Skatewear. There was a little Twitter blurb that came out, and people were upset with them because they had their blanks were for larger sizes blanks. They were a little bit more, and they were like, well, why is it big larger sizes and this and that? And they could have said nothing, and they and left it as it is. But we know how that goes. I think we get. I think in this day and age, we get a lot of people that are, easy to get the pitchforks and the torches out and create a monster that's there. But Wicked Skatewear quickly came on and just basically told them why their prices are the way they are. They're always working to bring the lowest prices, and the price is coming from the vendor, not from Wicked Skatewear. I want to give kudos out to Wicked Skatewear because they do a lot for the roller derby community. I'm not sponsored by them or anything like that. I don't skate, as everybody knows. I don't. I'm a roller derby announcer. I know skaters. I'm an NSO and stuff like that. But I see what Skatewear has done for the community. They come in and they help out new skaters, the new leagues. They give a discount for leagues and stuff like that. So that's always great. They're always good people. They've got great product and great wear and stuff. So if you're ever in an area where skatewear is there, Wicked Skatewear, be sure to check them out. So just a kudos. Just a couple things on my head that just kind of bothered me.
Do they have a social media? Is that where this all came from?
I think what basically it was somebody had did a little Twitter blurb out, and they were upset because they were looking at. And again, I'm going to tell you, I don't know what a blank is. I don't, but that's what they call it. It was a blank.
It's a blank.
Yeah, it was a blank.
I thought you were self-editing.
It's self-editing. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not used to self-editing.
Yeah.
So
I've got a self-edit. There's a lot to edit here for me, but. But so basically they came out and they weren't happy and stuff, and they voiced their opinion, and then somebody else popped on it, and then somebody else popped on it, and it's like, But if you ever try to buy a T-shirt, try to buy a T-shirt for a fat man like me. I wear a 4X, 5X, and you got to see the prices after. So some places I can't go. I see a great design and love the design, but I can't buy it because they don't make it in my size. They don't go past 2X or 3X, or then if they have 4 or 5, it's like, thanks. But I digress. And
$65, $75 on a shirt.
Yes.
That someone else might only spend $25, $30 on.
Right.
I did. I just have to shop at Casual Mail.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, Casual Direct.
Round.
Yeah, seriously.
My shape was round. Not skinny shoulder, big head. Yeah.
You guys know me. I try to always keep it positive, but I just want to make a note out there that keep it positive as far as with sportsmanship. Always sportsmanship, sportswomanship, whatever you want to call it. Just be courteous to your other players and your volunteers and stuff. And then also with skatewear out there, Wicked Skatewear, as far as kudos to them for coming in and taking it out there. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up as it is. It's always, my name is Big Poppa. That is CJ Watson. This is Into the Derbyverse, so you know what's happening last week and this week. And
plug your social media, sir.
Oh, of course.
Always.
Be sure to check us out on Facebook at our Facebook site at Into the Derbyverse. You also can email us at intothederbyverse.com. Actually, Into the Derbyverse anything
at intothederbyverse.com.
At intothederbyverse.com. So you've got that there, and also up on our YouTube channel too. Check that out.
And I guess we've got you on the Instagram.
We might be on Instagram this weekend. Check that out. So, and I'm on Twitter. So you can check us out on Twitter. So again, we ramble. We appreciate you spending the time with us and stuff like that. And now, as always, Keep your friends close and your enemies within 20 feet of the pack. You guys have a great weekend.